Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey, and that is the all-new GMC Canyon midsize pickup truck in both the Denali trim and the AT4X trim. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of both, show you the differences between the two most expensive, most luxurious pickups in the Canyon lineup. Stay tuned. All right, Gearheads, I am at the 2023 North America International Auto Show in Detroit, where I've got the Canyon Denali and the Canyon AT4X. With the brand selling over 51% of their lineup in either Denali or AT4 trim, it's only fitting that the showing here in Detroit of new Canyon models are both Denali and AT4X. And I just want to show you the differences between the two and highlight a little bit of what's going on with both of these pickup trucks. So in the Denali, you've got the most luxurious, I would say, mid-size pickup truck in the segment. And then this AT4X back there is the most capable of the GMC Canyon line. We'll start here with the Denali. So all GMC Canyons get the same maximum output on that 2.7 4-cylinder turbo, making 430 pound-feet of torque and just over 300 horsepower. That is across the board, whether you get the base elevation trim or these two top trims here in the Denali and in the AT4X. With the Denali, you get a standard 2-inch lift over the Chevy counterpart with the Colorado. So you get a nice tall vehicle, and all GMCs get a wider stance than the Colorado that shares this platform. So while the Colorado has plastic over fenders on their extra wide ZR2 and Trail Boss, you actually get metal fenders here that stick out to cover that additional width. And that is even here on this Denali model. So on Denali, you get the full luxury experience on the inside that you would expect in a vehicle with a Denali badge, and all the capability that you would get in the Trail Boss version of that Chevy Colorado. Coming around to the side of the Denali, we'll go ahead and look at the wheels and tires. So this is a luxury truck first and foremost, but that does not stop from having an aggressive tire tread pattern on these Bridgestone Dueler AT tires. I'm not a big fan of anything larger than 17 really on an off-road truck. So this really shows you that this is really meant more for a luxury and stance vehicle. But given that all Canyons get that increased ride height and the increased width, it is a nice look to have aggressive tires even here on this luxury Denali trim. You can see we get running boards on the Denali as well that make getting in and out of its lifted platform just a little bit easier. I'd say the interior is one of the bigger differences between these two platforms, and we'll go ahead and start here on the door with the wood, the dual tone colors all the way across, the contrasting stitching, and just the interesting looks and materials and colors that are all around here in this Denali trim. You can see we get leather seats, multicolor again with all the accents, so it's not just a sea of black like General Motors vehicles of past. You can see we get multi-positional power seats here in the Denali as well, along with lumbar. So power lumbar, and we'll go ahead and pop in and look behind the steering wheel. We get the full digital information center in this one, whereas Colorados again get the smaller 8-inch screen on everything but the top ZR2 trim. So again, if you're shopping Colorado or Canyon, Canyon is definitely the more luxurious vehicle across the board, especially when you go up to the Denali trim, because this dash is very unique. You've got this leather and stitching up here, very nice look. The wood look here with Denali etched over there. Larger screen here, but that is a standard across the board on the Canyon. not unique to Denali. You can see we have heated and ventilated front seats, dual zone climate control, a lot of toggle switches up here, Qi wireless chargers, USB-A, USB-C, four-wheel drive with different drive modes, 8-speed automatic transmission with a mechanical gear lever right here, a couple cup holders, and a center armrest that stays wherever you put it, so it's not just going to flop down on you. You can see me at 5'10". I am quite comfortable here in the front seat. We do have a standard sized sunroof in this one, no panoramic roof, but all around a very comfortable vehicle up front. But now let's pop back into the back and see. I just want to show you two-way or two-person memory front seats, but pop in the back and show you the back seat. So still get dual tone back here, all the contrasting stitching and stuff like that, and a very nice, not just sea of black back here. I'm gonna climb in and get in behind myself. Yeah, my knees are touching the seat in front of me. It is a smaller pickup truck than something larger like the Sierra, but you can see I've got headroom in a nice little cutout right here. All around, it's a pretty comfortable back seat as well. We've got some air vents on the back of the center console here, but no heat, just air and power coming from back here. No heated seats, no ventilated seats. And speaking of the seats, I'm going to go ahead and pop out. It's a two-handed operation, so we'll see how well I can do it while holding the camera. The seat back or seat bottom folds up with this latch right here, revealing some underfloor storage, locks it in place, but you can pull that lever and drop it down. And we do have a fold-down center armrest. Coming around back to the back again, wider fenders on all Canyon models, so that is not unique to the Denali, but that is a nice look. You get Denali badging back here, and you get a damped rear tailgate. We've got the storage built into the tailgate, which is nice. You've got a kicker sound system hidden back here. It is a Bluetooth sound system, so that kind of gets rid of the drain plug and the option of using this as a cooler, but definitely makes your tailgate a little bit more interesting. And you can see we've got Denali branded back there in the back. Now let's go check out that AT4X and see how it compares to this Denali. All right, this thing is instantly distinguishable from that Denali, where the Denali screams luxury with all its chrome and glitz and glam. This thing says, I am a truck meant to go and do some work, get dirty, have some fun off-road. And that starts with this bull bar up front. We've got a winch, we've got an LED light bar, just a very aggressive front end here on this AT4X. We also get a very unique front bumper with cutouts right here in front of the wheels to help increase that approach angle and make sure your tire is the first thing that touches an obstacle, not your front bumper, which again also has those integrated LED fog lights up in the front as well. Come down below, you can see we've got a skid plate and red tow hooks, so you know this means business with those red tow hooks. Same LED lights as the Denali up front, but just a very interesting, unique look. This thing also sits an inch taller than the Denali, with that wide stance still applicable here on this one, which really makes the look, really rounds out that look. 3-inch lift, wider track, those wide fenders. This really is the best looking of the GM twins when outfitted in this AT4X trim. Coming to the wheels and tires, you can see we've got 33-inch tall tires on these beadlock style wheels. These are Goodyear Wrangler Territory MT tires. You can see Durawall technology, and these are 285/70R17s. So remember earlier when I said I don't really care for anything larger than a 17-inch wheel on an off-road pickup truck? GMC definitely got the memo here. Gone are those chrome steps of the Denali, and we get some rock rails to protect your cab here on this model, which you're going to need if you take full advantage of the suspension upgrades here in this one. I'm going to see if I can show you the DSSV dampers that are included. They're live valve shocks, both front, and we'll go around here to the rear. They're much easier to see in the rear. Multimatic DSSV dampers. and they are very good for off-road racing. It's F1 style suspension technology in a pickup truck. So whether you're going fast over dunes or slow over rocks, that suspension is definitely there to help you out. Coming inside, you can see there is quite a lot of difference between this and the Denali, but that does not mean that this is not a luxurious interior. We still have stitching on the door panel, a carbon fiber look accent here, more contrasting stitching. Still have your memory seats up front that are power with lumbar, but you get the two-tone white and black with the red accents and red stitching. It is a very interesting and unique look. Otherwise, it is very similar to the Denali, and what you get that large driver information screen, large infotainment screen, AT4X over there where the Denali had Denali, and just contrast over contrast over contrast in this. A very nice look all the way around. You also get molded rubber floor mats in this one because, again, you're not really going for luxury, you're going for off-road capability. And if you're off-roading, you're going to be taking some of that dirt back into your cab with you when you inevitably hop out. Coming back to the back, rounding out what is special on this AT4X, I will call out this is an edition 1, which makes it even more special, but we get a special bumper back here in the back. Again, for better departure angles. You can see gone are the corner steps on the side, like you can see on the corners of that white Denali, but it just gives you all around better departure angles when you're off-roading here in this Canyon AT4X First Edition. Drop the tailgate. This one does have a tonneau cover, but you can see AT4X branding on the spray and bed liner. Still get the tailgate storage back in the tailgate. This one has got an additional method of securing cargo down here with some dividers, your drain plug. So you can absolutely either keep your gear, your tow straps, and things of that nature under here, or you can make it into a cooler for some tailgating while off-roading. But that really rounds out the differences between the two top trims of the new 2023 GMC Canyon. Like I said earlier, 51% of the brand's vehicles roll out with either an AT4 badge or a Denali badge. So these two trims, these two pickup trucks really are going to be some volume sellers in that Canyon line and should stack up well nicely against the competition from Nissan, Toyota, Jeep, and the like. If you want to see more from us here at the North American International Auto Show, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Find us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Everything is at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for me, from the GMC booth at the North American International Auto Show, until next time, gearheads, bye.